now.
Okay, hi. We have the KFC brand, and our group is Conrad, Christine, Quincy, and then me, Brianna. Some of the brand challenges KFC struggles with is really diversifying the items on their menu. They're really just kind of based on like just fried chicken, which is good because that's what they're known for, but they can get a little more in depth with that. Their image is very outdated and older compared to their other competitors that they're competing with. A lot of their storefronts are once again older. They're just not very modernized, and that just kind of lacks for people to come inside their restaurants. Even though they're fast food, sometimes people do want to just sit down and grab a bite, and their storefronts kind of can steer people away from doing that. And they really struggle with targeting the correct audience. They are still kind of targeting that family audience, which is great. That's what they should be doing, but they need to start hitting more of the Gen Z group. And the quality of their products has significantly decreased over the years. It's just not holding up as much as it used to be, and the quality is, like I said, decreasing. And on the next slide, we talk about adapting to more of those modern times that we brought up in the first slide. The food quality, like I said, about adding new items to the menu and adapting to the location and times of their audience. Those different items that they can add, regardless if it's still fried chicken, but just making it in a different aspect, just other than like the buckets of fried chicken, would definitely give them that ability to just have a different new spicy and hot item on their menu. uh like I said about their brand image being outdated to Gen Z. Gen Z likes things that are fun, hot, new, the latest things, and they just don't have that currently right now. I know they've been trying to create that more content media such as movies and games to appeal to that younger audience. And they have as well as reached out and started creating content with the hottest and most popular celebrities. As for example, they had a meal with the Sanders family right now. That's one of their um hottest like commercials. And they also had a meal with Jack Harlow, and he had merch and everything. So that's their way of trying to reach out to those Gen Z uh audience. And for their current position in the market right now, their presence in video marketing and online social media, they do have very much so presence. Like I said, they're starting to hit that content and reaching out and being more engaged with people that have a presence themselves on social media, and that's kind of where they stand. They are currently one of the largest fast food brands in the world, but they are behind one of their biggest competitors, which is Chick-fil-A, and that is where they kind of struggle, and they need to get out of behind the shadows of Chick-fil-A. Um, they have a large presence in the fast food industry, but over the years, they've just been very straight line and stagnant. They haven't been able to get over that hump over the past like 10 to 15 years, unfortunately. So they're just very straight line, stagnant, not really decreasing, but not really increasing. And that's where we want them that's where we kind of want to see them, is to get over that hump and start increasing with their consumers.
So for the situation analysis for KFC with our SWOL, for strength, the KFC so far has brand recognition in that like over the year since starting from the 50s, they've grown with the US. They become a current memory in the people. They're a well-known brand. Everyone probably in the USA knows what a KFC is. They have a large global presence around the world. There's a KFC brand in every country, every state, and every city, and they're continuing having a growing presence. It's convenience. Many people are able to get KFC at any time. It's reliable and getting food, like when you're going out late night or just for a quick meal. And KFC is famous for its unique recipe that it boasts about how they do their fried chicken with the KFC style, the Colonel Sanders unique recipe style, to where it's made itself well known to last this long. And so far as it has a high financial position, it's doing well so far in the global economy. Some of the weaknesses that like the old marketing style has kind of gone stale. The image and brand not really connecting well with Gen Z and the current audience. We're losing touch with it. Kind of boring, out of touch, so to speak. it's starting to get lower quality in food, service, and industry. People just not having as much taste with food, and some have bad experience with the management, leaving a bad memory. And being a fast food industry, it has a negative image of unhealthiness. The oil, grease, carbs is leaving much a negative impression on the audience, with not many people wanting to eat food and want more quality. Limited options and menus that won't serve anyone, and just not being able to provide for a large audience, and just poor management that leads to not good pay, not good, and employees and consumers not connecting well. For some opportunities, there's rebranding the image to make it more appealing to the Gen Z and the audience. Menu diversity, including more options for vegetarians and other diets, and focus on new management style for employees and hire employers to better interact with consumers and put out a new image. Some of the threats could be like competitors, as discussed with Chick-fil-A being a threat and being ahead of them, food scandals with their food not being as good quality and leading to some people getting sick or just putting off a bad image, limitations on items and audience with not connecting well, public management failure with like management not connecting well and just like leading to bad choices, and just public image of the brand that needs to change immediately. Some key takeaways from the research that we made was the quality has fallen down with food and service. Many people have noted how the food isn't as good and the service, they just have bad memories. The overall feel of KFC and the brand image pretty much just like tainted how it's all gone, with not many people really going for KFC food, but more or less just focus on convenience. And with the marketing, there's no focus on the target audience, with giving mixed messaging and just emotions with the advertisements, and not many people really feeling that connection with KFC, not knowing what it wants to be. So far, KFC is in its mature life cycle, but it is close to declining. It is recognizable right now, but it's stagnant. It's not growing, and right now it's close to starting to lose audience and popularity if it does not change or it does not move forward with changing its items or being able to connect with a target audience. Which, and with current competition, Chick-fil-A and other fried chicken, it could lose that recognition and fall into obscurity if it doesn't like change how it is operating. It's shown to be a low involvement product, with like how many people really go to KFC for convenience and just fast food, but not really going for a quality or like a good dinner. They just go for just food, get quick and eat, and just something to just not be hungry over. And while KFC remains one of the largest fast food chains in the world, as it is a long time brand being from the 50s, it can fall into stagnation and lead to degradation if it doesn't evolve or change how it's going right now.
For brand image and quality slide, when people enter a market, they judge brands based on how they look and how good they are. Customers' decisions after their first impression are affected by it. KFC reaches out to consumers in a number of different ways depending on their taste and preferences. For example, customers are persuaded by good videos, big billboards all over the city, and classic price. As another way to attract people in the middle, advertising criteria like at old puppet shows and movies and TV ads. Many people around the world want KFC's fried chicken because it makes them feel nostalgic. Furthermore, the company has a personalized and protected website for the advertising its goods. Pictures and videos that catch the eye give more information at a glance, which appeals to Generation Z, who buys the most KFC products. On the next slide, we see the sentiment analysis. The studies on Facebook, Yelp, and Consumer Affairs shows how important good food, great service, and consistency are for keeping customers coming back. People didn't like KFC because of long wait times and running out of food, but they thought Chick-fil-A had greater customer service even though the lines were longer. People had different opinions about the food quality and service at KFC, Chick-fil-A, and Raising Cane's based on Yelp reviews. Similar trends were found in both the influencer and customer affairs analysis. This shows how important consistency and low cost are in the fast food industry. The in-depth study shows how important it is for the fast food industry to keep up consistent food quality, quick service, and low cost. It looks like these things are closely connected to customer loyalty, means that brands should put these things first to make sure customers have a good experience and keep up a good reputation in the market.
So for our recommendations, we really want KFC to hone in on Gen Z, millennials, and middle class families. So when it comes to Gen Z, the demographic values authenticity, diversity, and modernity. KFC should tailor to its marketing efforts to resonate with these preferences. Millennials, just like Gen Z, also appreciate diversity in menu options than previous generations. They will likely respond positively to KFC's efforts to modernize its image and menu. Modern class family is this segment finds KFC's convenience and affordability appealing, targeting them with time-saving messages, meal deals, and promotions would go a long way for this consumer base. The rationale for this diverse target audience allows KFC to leverage its strengths like nostalgia, like Christine mentioned, and convenience while addressing the weaknesses and challenges outlined by Conrad. KFC can capture a broad customer base and stay relevant in the fast food market by catering to these groups. In the next slide, we have our recommendations for brand positioning. So we want KFC to position itself as a modern and diverse fast food restaurant. We suggest that they embrace modernity by positioning KFC as a contemporary and fast forward thinking food brand. Adopt a fresh modern look and feel that follows current design and style trends. Like Brianna was talking about with millennials, they feel like KFC is outdated. Exclusive international menu options could be a great way of addressing people who want a change in diversity in the menu. Introduce limited time menu options inspired by international locations. For example, Dubai has a matafia chicken sandwich that's only available in that region. That would really appeal to people who want to explore with different options, but still want that nostalgia from getting it from KFC. It would, like I said, appeal to adventurous eaters, food enthusiasts, and also wanting people to savor global flavors. In the next slide, we have our communication strategy. We recommend that they rebrand for modernity, menu diversification, social media, and influencer marketing, community engagement, educational content, technological integration. So for rebrand, to be more modern, we suggest they implement a compressive rebranding strategy that includes updating the logo, maybe store aesthetics, and maybe even uniforms. Present KFC as a contemporary inclusive brand. Showcase the changes through promotional material and advertisements. For menu diversification, expand the menu with healthier options like grilled chicken, vegetarian options, and salads. In other regions around the world, when talking about branching out, they actually have vegetarian options and grilled chicken and salads in those regions. And so for people who want healthier options, that could also be one of the menu diversifications that we could include. For social media and influencer marketing, investing in social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Brianna talked about how they do have a social media presence, but it could be bigger. Partner with influencers who resonate with the target audience to create engaging content and product reviews. Encourage user-generated content and campaigns to increase visibility. Community engagement. Connect with local communities through charitable initiatives and events. Highlight KFC's commitment to the community and sustainability. Educational content. We recommend that they cater to negative image of unhealthiness by providing educational content by KFC's effort to improve its food quality and nutritional value. And when it comes to technological integration, implementing online ordering, delivery, and mobile app services, enhancing convenience and consumer experiences would go a long way, and also promote these services through digital marketing. KFC does have an app, but they could do more promotions like other really big popular programs like McDonald's Rewards program is a really popular app. They have major promos every day. And also Starbucks is also known for their technological integration with their app and their promos as well. I have a video here that shows another sandwich that's in a different region than the United States called the Firestorm Salsa. If you want to go ahead and play that, Conrad. So basically, what you see here is a spicy sandwich from KFC in a different region, the Firestorm Salsa, that I think would go a very long way, especially here in Southern California, where there's a lot of cultures that really appreciate spicy food. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you for your time.